이러지도 못하는데 저러지도 못하네 그저 바라보며 baby baby.
So I already did my brows, and I will be posting a video on how I do my brows. And I primed my face with this cocoa butter Dermasil that I got it at the dollar store for $1. And now I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Photo Focus concealer on my lids as a primer. And I'm gonna blend that out with my fingers. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more of it. I really need. And then I'm gonna blend it out again. So it's like completely blended out. And for eyeshadow, I'm using both the LA Girl Day to Night palette, and I'm also using another LA color palette from, it's the Glam palette. It has 18 colors. And then I'm not sure what, I got this in the shade Strange Love, and then I got this in the shade Sunrise. And so from the Strange Love palette, I'm gonna be taking this really dark kind of grayish color, and I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild brush, and I'm gonna pick that up from the palette, and I'm gonna put it as a base for my eyeshadow. And I'm gonna go in lightly with that because it's really pigmented. I'm gonna go easy in with that. It's really pigmented, and I need to do some focus. Okay, it's really pigmented, so I'm gonna go in with that. And then after I have that set in and blended out properly, I'm gonna go in with this dark purple from this palette. I'm just gonna go in lightly and put it on my lid on top of the color, because I want to darken the purple. I want like a dark kind of like purple, and I'm gonna go on the other lid too. It's gonna get that purple look, and going all over. Add more on this side and on this side. And then after that, I'm gonna close this palette, and I'm gonna go to the Day to Night palette in the shade Sunrise. And I'm struggling to open this. Everyday struggle. I don't have any nails, and guys, I can't wear nails because I just can't. I'll take them off. Okay, so with this palette, I will be using this really dark gray. It's not that dark, but it's kind of like a lightish gray that I'm gonna be using in my crease. And I'm gonna go in lightly with that in my crease. And on also the other side, I'll be going in lightly with on my crease, and just going in and like blending that lightly. And then I'm gonna go back to my Glam palette, Strange Love, and I'm gonna be using this black color, and I'm gonna smoke out the outside of this. And this is really powdery, so I'm gonna go in lightly, and it's really pigmented, and I'm pretty sure you can already see it. It's crazy. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna blend it out. I'm gonna blend it all out, but I'm gonna go in like a little in like this. Like, could go a little in. Just bring that color in, and in a little. Just looks kind of crazy right now. I'm gonna go back so you can see what it looks like. It's a little crazy. I'll blend that out. Going back in a little with it again. It's a little crazy. I know it's crazy. And then I'm gonna go back in. And guys, I'm gonna use this little foam thing. It came with the palette, and I'm gonna use it and like just blend it out a little because it looks a little bit crazy right now, and I'm just gonna blend it out a little. Okay. And then from there, I'm gonna go in, and guys, don't know why I just put my palette, just had it in my hands. Yeah, don't know where I put my palette. It's right here. It was right in front of me and I didn't see it. But I'm gonna go in with this goldy kind of shimmery color right up here. I'm gonna call it number 1 because it's first thing. It's really powdery, like I said. Put it like right outside, like right here. It's really powdery, and like it's really powdery, and gonna top that out a little. Gonna go in right there on my lids. A little powdery, a little crazy. Put it right there, and over it a little more, and then I'm gonna again go in this foam like thing, and I'm gonna blend it in. I'm gonna blend the outside in a little, the foam, and then I'm gonna go on top of that with this other, it's like a grayish tone, kind of gold, I think. I'm gonna go like right on top of it to add more. This is really shimmery. I'm gonna go over it a little to get more, and then I'm gonna go back to my other palette. I'm gonna take my contour palette from LAC. It's by Kiss. It's called LAC by Kiss. It looks like this, and I'm gonna go in with the shade that's closer to my skin tone, which is this one, and I'm gonna use that to blend out the corner and like upper part of my makeup. I'm gonna use it to dust up the I'm gonna use that to that's how the outside corner and blend everything in. And as you can see, it works wonder because I'm using a powder close to my skin tone. So blending it with it and going on the outside and upper eyebrows part. I already did my eyebrows, so I hope it doesn't mess it up, but just go in like that. And then to finish this look, I'm gonna be using a liquid eyeliner from ELF, which I forgot to grab it. I'm gonna grab it right here. It's the ELF liquid eyeliner in Midnight Black. I got it at, I think I got it at Walmart. I remember I went on a huge shopping spree, and so I'm really bad with eyeliner, so bear with me. I'm gonna go a little on the outside corner, bring it down. And then, guys, I'm gonna go over this with an LA color. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna go over it with an LA color eyeliner. Because it's more, that one is more, it's darker. This one is in Midnight Black, but I've never used this before. I've never used ELF eyeliner. This is my first time using an ELF product. I always use LA Color products. It's my first time using ELF. And I like it. It's the color. I would like it to be a bit more dark, like the name said. I'd love it to be like a bit darker because I like my eyeliners to be a bit dark, and I'd love it to be darker. And I'm gonna go on the outside of my eyes and just bring it out a little, just poke my eyes with that. But what can I do? It's life. Poked my eyes, and I went really far with that one, so go far with this one too. And swing. So that does work. Like I said, guys, I'm sorry, I'm really bad with eyeliner, so bear with me. So I'm gonna go grab my LA Color eyeliner, like I said, and I'm gonna let it dry, and I'll go over it. But while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna go in and start with my foundation. I use Fit Me foundation from Maybelin, New York, and I'm in the shade 360. And I will be taking that on my fingers, and I'll be putting like a little dot with my fingers on my face, and then I'll be blending it out with a beauty blender. Right now I'm just putting a little dot. And guys, if you use this foundation, you know it has a lot of coverage. Honestly, this is my favorite foundation like ever. You'll find me using this in a lot of videos and some other foundations, but I think this one is like my favorite foundation. So I'm gonna go in and lightly dab that and start blending it. I don't know if it's just my camera that's making this look really yellow, but I think it's just my camera, but or not. I'm gonna be going in lightly and going under my eyes. This beauty blender is making it hard for me to blend because the tip isn't that pointy to go in like all areas, so I have to like do that to like blend. And I think it's just the camera because it's making it look like yellowish. But yeah, like as you can already see, my face, it's making my face look so smooth. Oh my god. Like this is why I fell in love with this foundation. First time. Oh god. And guys, you will never find me doing voiceovers because I like more of a talk to, like when I watch like video tutorials on YouTube, like makeup tutorials, I like to watch like more of like a talk through tutorial. I like to say that I think I have enough foundation on my face. I would add more, but I think I'm going for a more like, I will add more personally. The more the better. So I think I'm in show choir and stage makeup. It's like the more the merrier. Sorry, excuse me. We do stage makeup, so it's like the more the merrier. And I learned to do makeup that way too. Like I go in really hard and with the makeup. But yeah, I'm not using any mirrors right now. I'm so proud of myself. Before I filmed this video, I had a mirror on my side in case I will need it, but I'm just using the camera, and so far it's been great. I don't think I need it. Okay, so while I'm letting it's a matte foundation, but I like it to sit in my face for a little, and then I'm gonna go in first. So for mascara, I'm gonna go with the Wet n Wild Mega Wear mascara. I'm gonna go in with that first, and then I'm gonna use the Super Sizer from Maybelin New York, one of my favorite foundation. I mean, girl, put it together, okay? I'm gonna be using this Maybelin New York mascara. It's called the Super Sizer. It's one of my favorite mascaras, just because for one, I don't wear fake lashes. Like I do wear them like for show choir, but that's about it. You will never find me wear fake lashes. So mascaras that I have pretty curly, tiny lashes. You probably can't even see them, but yeah. So I don't wear fake lashes. You'll never find me wear fake lashes. So that's why mascaras are like my babies. And usually I buy Maybelin New York from the mascaras because they're the bomb. If you want like a good deal on mascara, drugstore mascara, go to Maybelin. Like they will hook you up. They're really good. And then I'm gonna go in, guys, this is black, but I'm going in this mascara. I got it in the shade brown because although the mascara is black, I like to match my hair, so I use the brown and to tone down the darkness of the mascara so I don't look crazy walking down the street. And I also like to use it like on the outside corner of my eyebrows, and yeah, it just helping like set the look. So far so good. I'm loving it. I'm loving this. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with the concealer. I'm gonna be using two concealers. I'm gonna be using the Photo Focus concealer, and then also gonna be using in dark cocoa, and then I'm gonna be using the black radiance concealer stick in light. I'm gonna use this conceal, and I'm gonna use to brighten because this is lighter. So I'm gonna go in with the concealer. Go in a little with the concealer. Let's go in, go in, go in. Okay. Concealer. I'm gonna go up here on the bridge of my nose. And guys, I'm not a big fan of contouring my forehead, so I usually don't go up here. I usually don't put like concealer up there because I'm not like a big fan of it. So, and I'm gonna go up here, here, here. I'm not a big fan of contouring, but for the sake of contouring, I'm going to. I'm usually not a big fan of doing that. I usually don't do that. I usually just go in under my eyes and yeah. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna blend it. Blender. I'm gonna go on my nose. And I like to let my under eye concealer like set for like a minute till they just set it in my skin, because I have to set in my skin a little, and then that's the last thing I blend out. I go in with the forehead and like the chin and everything first, and then that's the last thing I blend when I'm blending, because I like to let it set for peel, and now I'm blending it out. Going down a little, like right here, under my eyes. Right here under my eyes. And blended. I'm gonna go in and brighten my face, my under eye, with this really light concealer from like Radiance, and it's in the shade Light. Like I said, I go crazy with concealer. I'm gonna use it to contour. I'm gonna add it again to the bridge of my nose because contouring for me, I go crazy. I'm gonna go in like that. I go crazy. Go back a little like this. You see the process. And then I'm gonna go in and do this. Sorry for the noises in the background. I have a little brother and he's probably screaming. He's aired off right now, and I can hear some right now. So going down the bridge of my nose. Guys, I'm looking at myself in the camera and I'm loving this so far. I did something stupid, which I usually use Maybelin Fit Me foundation, so I wanted to change it up a little. So I got this foundation. It was really like an affordable foundation that I got. It was $5. It was $5.99, I believe, and same price as the Maybelline New York. And I took it. I'm in love. I love matte. Like my makeup, you'll find me always wear matte all the time. And so I went in and I went for a change. I wanted a change in makeup, so I went for another foundation, and that was the worst decision I've ever made. But yeah. Enough of that. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna contour. I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild contouring brush. That was my sister. Sorry for that. And I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade you know, because I'm dark. And I'm probably gonna miss it a little. These two, going in with my cheekbones and lightly contour. I like to go in crazy with the contouring, but for this particular video, I'm sorry for the noises in the background. My sister, I go crazy. I usually go crazy with contouring, but for this particular video and this look, we're gonna lighten that a little and just slightly go in with the contouring stuff. And I'm just gonna contour. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but yeah. And then I'm gonna go right under, and I'm gonna do that. And then for my nose, God, for my nose, I'm gonna be using, to contour my nose, I'll be using the same brush that I use for my eyeshadow, and take this and lightly brush it on my nose like this, right under here, and then on my nostrils. Then I'm gonna take this beauty blender and blend it out. And then I'm gonna go, sorry, on top and just blend out the contour on the side. And wow, I'm saying I wasn't gonna go crazy, but I went really crazy with the contouring. My nose, I did, and everything. And now I have a cream contour palette. Guys, I honestly don't like cream contouring because I'm just not a big fan of it. And so, my favorite part, I'm gonna bake my face. I forgot to bring out the powder, so I'm gonna grab these two powders from LA Colors. I'm gonna take the shade, and I'm gonna take Natural, and I'm gonna bake my face with it. What a lot of people don't know is that this powder is multi-purpose. You don't just use it for setting your makeup, but I use it to bake too, which is interesting because I didn't think it was gonna work. But I'm gonna take my contour thing, and I'm gonna dab a little. What's a little powder? Didn't think it was gonna be that much. Didn't think it was gonna be that much, but let me smear a little. There's a lot of powder. I know, sorry. It's a lot of powder. And I also forgot to grab this powder. This is from Black Radiance in the shade Golden Almond, and I'm gonna use it to set like contour. Use it to go over lightly and set my contour. Even though I use powder, I'm just gonna go and like set some part of my face with it, and just go over lightly. Guess what, guys? Almost my favorite part of doing makeup. Lipstick. For my lips, I'm gonna be using this matte lipstick from LA Colors, and I'm trying to find the shade of this. Oh, it's in the shade Torrid. It's spelled Torrid. Says, but before I go in, guys, it's weird, but I do my lipstick before I brush up my powder or I do my highlight. So yeah, and for my lips, before I go in, I'm gonna go ahead And I'm gonna use this tiny eyeliner brush. And I'm gonna go in with the same palette that I use for my eyes. And I'm gonna take the darkest shade out of all of it. Take the essence part off. Use it to outline my lips. I have a lip liner, but I do have lip liners, but they're too it's too light for me to use it for this particular look that I'm doing. So this is kind of like a dark purple thing. So I'm going in, I guess. Oh, man. I haven't used this lipstick yet, and so far I'm loving it. I haven't used it yet, and it's looking so good. God, it's really creamy. Even though it's like matte, it's a dry matte, but it's so creamy. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Okay, that is all for my lips, and yeah. And now I'm gonna go in and use this big, it's not that big, but this powder brush from Total Face. It's a Total Face powder brush, and I'm gonna dust off the powder by baking. I baked my face to perfection. No. Baked my face to perfection, and I'm gonna dust off powder and blending if any place was left out. Brushing off, brushing off, brushing off. And yes, come through. I love this. Okay. Excuse my hair. My hair is a mess, but it's okay. And now that's done, we're gonna go highlight. Also, my second favorite part is highlight. I'm gonna go with highlights. And yeah. There's also one weird thing that I do is that I highlight and then I use blush, which is really weird. A lot of people think it's weird, but I highlight and then I use brush. So I'm gonna highlight my face, and I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna be using this because I'm dark skinned. I'm using a bronzer to highlight instead of a highlighter, and it's really affordable, especially if you're dark skinned. But yeah, this works for any type of skin tone. And I got a Lee Beauty supply, and it's from Starry, and it's called Sunkissed Mineral Bronzer, and it has 10 different shades. And because the blush that I will be using is kind of pinkish, it's like light pink, I'll be using the light pink bronzer, and I'll be going on top, like right here. Not sure if you can see it, but I'll be going and lightly putting that on. God, I used all the shades in my palette, but this one, so I'm kind of like, oh, yes. That's my sister. I'm about to tell her to go away. So, Docas, go Zita. Go Zita. And go Zita. Gonna go and do this, and I'm gonna open the door for her. Sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna open the door for my sister because she won't leave and she won't leave me. So open the door. Hi. Hi. Stay back there for a little. That's my sister. And I'm gonna get the other cheek. And guys, I would definitely recommend this for out there. I mean, the highlight is kind of blinding, but not like really blinding. So you go a little more, and yeah. And then I'm done with highlight. I'm gonna go in with blush. And this is my favorite blush from LA Colors, honestly. This is in the shade Natural, and it's like this tiny little like light pink blush that I use it all the time, if you can tell already, but I use it all the time, and it's one of my favorite blush. And like I said, I like using my blush last, so, and I apply my blush downward. And I learned this really good technique. I just did that. Yes, I did. I learned this really cool technique that you can contour after contouring and you're putting a blush. You can contour your face lightly with blush to add a little bit of color to your stuff. I mean, to your face. Did I just say that? To your face. And the bridge of my nose a little, because I'm using it a lot because this thing is like thing. So here you go. That's my sister, guys. She's laughing out of control. And my sister doesn't. And add a bit more makeup. And guys, this is my finished look. This is the highlighter part. Eyeshadow.